So, you've said a number of times that this moment in technology around the growth of AI sort of reminds you of some of the important transformations in the past, from going to client-server and the beginning of the web and things like that. So I'm curious to unpack
so
that.
for me, I grew up when sort of the client was being born. I joined Microsoft just after Windows 3, and so I saw the birth of client-server, then the web, mobile cloud, and then you could say this is the fourth or the fifth, depending on how you count. And it's interesting, right, which is each time there is this transition, everything of the stack gets relitigated. And you get to sort of go back to the first principles and start building. I thought, like, even the shape of the cloud infrastructure, for me, that I built starting, let's say, in 2007, 8 to what have you, the core storage system for training doesn't look like the core storage system you built. Or this workload of training, right? The data parallel synchronous workload is so different, let's say, Hadoop or what have you. So the fact that you kind of have to rethink everything up and down a tech stack with each of these platform shifts is sort of what I think we face from time to time. It sort of grows from what was there. The web was born on Windows, but it went far beyond that. That's kind of how I think about this as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you've made this point a bunch of times around how as things get more efficient, it changes the way it works, and people just end up consuming a lot more of the services, right? And I guess one of the things that I'm curious about, right, because you guys are in this great enterprise business, and we don't have as much visibility into this, is sort of how you're seeing that play out around all these AI models, right? You're seeing, like, generation over generation, they're just getting so much more efficient and delivering more intelligence than the last generation. And obviously it's all happening super quickly. So I'm not sure kind of what you see in that, but
yeah, I mean, if you think about it, right, which is, we were all, a few years ago sitting around and saying, oh my, what's happened to Moore's Law? Is it over? What do we do? And here we are in some crazy sort of hyperdrive Moore's Law, right? And it's always been also the case, right, which is any one of these tech platform shifts has not been about one S-curve. It's been multiple S-curves that compound, right? Even if you take just the fact that the chips are getting better. People like Jensen or Lisa are doing tremendous innovation. Their cycle times have gotten faster. So let's say